We're here today, as we have been 2 weeks ago, to carry out the signing of contracts for a new set of BNTF projects for this particular cycle. BNTF, everybody knows, Basic Needs Trust Fund, is funded predominantly by the Caribbean Development Bank, which I heard the deputy on my news last night. CDB has been around 50 years, and that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has been one of its original members. It means, therefore, that as far as St. Vincent and the Grenadines is concerned, that we have been benefiting significantly from the CDB. The special thing about BNTF is that it reaches rural communities and impacts the livelihood of a number of individuals within those settings. Rural communities, we know, are historically depressed, and in our situation where we have endured a number of traumas, disasters, we had COVID, we had Elsa, we have volcanic eruption, now Ukraine and Russia fighting, which has made our lives even more difficult. In light of that, I would want to, as the chair of BNTF, welcome these activities and these projects, because this would make, regardless of however small, make a difference in the lives of those individuals who would be impacted in a positive way. Because when we go back to all the projects, or most of the projects that BNTF has been involved in, and you look at the before and the after, sometimes we have to wonder, is this really what the situation was like prior to the intervention of BNTF? We know that we can't do everything for everybody, but whatever little we can do would make a significant difference. And so this afternoon's signing ceremony for these 5 projects is a welcome one. As far as BNTF is concerned, we look forward to working with the communities and getting the best from or out of the projects, because we know that at the end of the day, lives would be impacted and made differently.
Thank you all very much for being here. Today, as the PS quite rightly said, we'll witness the signing ceremony for an additional 5 contracts under the BNTF 10 program. And this is testament to the steady focus and the relentless determination of the BNTF implementing agency to implement and complete the 11 projects in the program by June 30th, 2024. And this will be 6 months prior to the completion of the BNTF 10 cycle, which ends on December 31st, 2024. The contracts to be signed with Bally Bally Investments Limited includes the construction of the Diamond Estate footpath, which is approximately 397 feet by 5 feet in width. The Pepper Village Road, this is at Chapmans Village in the country, as we say, approximately 587 feet by 12 feet in width. And the Stubbs Village Road, it's about 797 feet by 12 feet. All told, the value of these contracts are up to $1,113,000. They are 5 to 6 months duration. There will be reinforced concrete, which includes slipper drains and curbs. The contracts to be signed by Jack Construction Limited includes the construction of the Brighton Village Road, It's approximately 2,490 feet by 16 feet in width. And the new Chapmans Village Road, this is at Georgetown, approximately 2,808 feet by 16 feet. Total value of these contracts, $2,167,542. Yeah, duration of 6 to 8 months. Reinforced concrete and includes slipper drains and curbs. On the commencement of construction, these projects hope to include between 160 to 160 persons, mainly persons from the villages. We refer to those as the beneficiaries. Together with the 3 contracts that were signed 2 weeks ago, as the PS alluded to, which are now under construction, it gives a total of approximately $4.6 million that will be spent over the next 6 to 8 months. Considerable amount of money for a very short period of time. I will not doubt the competence of the contractors, for they have been with us under BNTF 9 and have produced, and we were very successful in completing those contracts. However, a word of caution. It's important that we get this. The adherence to the environmental and social guidelines must be strictly adhered to. You're working in communities that are what we can call, quote unquote, relatively poor. You will be constructing in the immediate pathway or footpaths or roads that these people use their everyday lives. Going to school, going to work, to play, to and from, with other parts of the villages, and there will be inconveniences. So pay close attention to things such as issues that may arise regarding dust, noise, garbage disposal, solid waste disposal, health and safety. It is of paramount importance, and the BNTFI will never let up to see any shortchanging to these matters. It is very close to our heart. We are dealing with projects that involve persons, as we say, quote unquote, from the rural villages. And we want to ensure that the relationships develop in these villages between contractors, BNTFI, the consultants, are close-knit. It's a family affair. Try to mitigate these issues as much as possible. Especially those are gender strife. We need to root them out, deal with them immediately such that they don't rear their ugly heads, so that we have a very successful completion of those projects. I will also say here that the BNTFI will never compromise on quality. You have your specifications, you need to ensure that the work done, the materials used, are to the specifications in signing these documents. We'll never compromise on the value approved in these contracts. There were your investigations, your estimates that were accepted, and you will not get 1 penny more on these contracts. So be efficient in your management not only of personnel, but management of money. The BNTFI will never compromise on time. These were put forward to you. If there were any doubt or any adverse opinion as to the time frame, you should have said so. But now they are in the contracts, which means that you're going to approve them as we signed. And another thing, the BNTF will never manage short on each of these projects. Each contractor has intimate knowledge of the contents of these documents. And not only that, you're custom signing these documents. It's not the first time. So we're not going to manage short. Just to sum up, I will say that, just to give you an update on the other 3 projects, these include the rehabilitation extension of the Myro and Fit-Use primary schools, and the construction of the Chatibele Early Childhood Development Center. They are what we refer to now in their design phases. Hopefully in the next 2 months, we should be going out to tender.
I am Ronnie Durham-Balcom for Bally Bally Investment Limited, and we are excited to get started on these projects and to deliver, as we're accustomed to, quality work efficiently and to better the lives of the members of the communities of Diamond, Stubbs, and Pepper Village. So, without further ado, we can proceed to sign, and we're excited to get this work on the way.
I want to say thank you to the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the various stakeholders for giving us the opportunity to work alongside the BNTF and provide these pieces of infrastructure for the communities of New Chapmans Village in Georgetown and Brighton Village. The Jackson Construction Services has a long-standing partnership, well, not partnership, but we work alongside the BNTF on various projects. We continue to strive for excellence and to provide quality work. We have been taking strides in our company to provide even better quality and timely work.